One of the most valuable skills you can have, really, in any job is knowing how to get honest feedback. Today, we're going to hang out at AutoMax and see how a really simple professional chat with a customer can give you some absolute game-changing insights.
So meet Lynn. She works at AutoMax. A customer just came up and told her that the sign for the wiper blades is way too small to read from the main aisle. And think about it. This is exactly the kind of super valuable info that Lynn would probably never notice on her own. Why? Because she already knows where everything is. Her manager, David, really hits the nail on the head here. He says, customers can tell us things we just can't see ourselves. It makes total sense, right? They're seeing the store with fresh eyes. They can spot problems that we as staff might be completely blind to because we see it every day. That perspective is gold. Okay, so how do we actually get customers to give us this amazing feedback? Let's break down 3 really powerful but simple ways to ask. Right, so at AutoMax, they use 3 main methods. You can just talk to people, you can watch how they move around the store and what they do, or you can use something like a written form. Now, all of these are great, but today we're going to really focus on mastering the most direct one, the art of the conversation. So, what does a good conversation even look like? Well, it doesn't have to be super formal or feel like some kind of scary interview. Let's walk through the simple steps to make it feel natural, professional, and really effective. The difference between getting great feedback and getting, well, nothing can come down to just one question. If you ask, finding everything okay, what are you going to get? Probably a quick yep, and that's it. Conversation over. But if you ask something more open, like, is everything easy to find in this section? That invites a real answer. It just opens the door to a proper chat. First things first, timing is everything. You've got to show some respect for the customer's time. Just wait for a moment when they don't look super focused or like they're in a mad rush. A quick, friendly introduction is all it takes to get things started on the right foot.
All right, next up, it's time for that open question we talked about. A great little trick is to start with words like how or what. Think about it. You can't answer, how is the new layout working for you, with a simple yes or no. It naturally encourages the customer to share what they're actually thinking.
Okay, this next step might honestly be the most important one. Once you ask that great question, just listen. That's it. Give them your full attention. Nod along, show you're engaged, and whatever you do, fight that urge to interrupt. It shows them you genuinely care about what they have to say. And last but not least, always close the chat by thanking them. A simple, thanks, that's really helpful feedback makes a huge difference. It lets them know their time was valued, and it leaves them with a really positive feeling about the whole interaction.
Awesome! You've just had a super productive chat. But hold on, the job isn't quite done yet. All that valuable information you just got needs to be captured so it can actually be used to make things better. And this is where a super simple tool, like a monitoring notebook, is your best friend. Because let's be honest, it's so easy for verbal feedback to go in one ear and out the other. The trick is to jot down the main points right after the conversation ends, while it's still fresh in your mind.
And look, a good note doesn't need to be a whole essay. Just get the key details down. The date, the time, where you were in the store, and the specific feedback. See? That's how you turn a quick chat into useful data that can actually lead to real changes.
So let's do a super quick recap of the whole process. 1. Approach professionally. 2. Ask a great open question. 3. Listen like you really mean it. And 4. The final step, say thank you and, this is crucial, write it down.
All right, now it's over to you. I want you to think about your own workplace. What's one simple, open question you could ask a customer today that might help you learn something you'd never see on your own?